lovely, handsome, be kind husband. He's representing the wrong topic today, but we're just gonna let him pass. And I'm Mabel. Together we are the co-founders of Connected Hearts, and as we mentioned in our previous video, we are here today to bring you the beginning of the series. So we're so excited to share with you, and we hope that you will be excited as well to stay tuned. So the topic, as mentioned, is love is patient, and that's taken from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 to 8. So Connected Hearts 48, you get it?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, and by the way, we didn't just put this up there because of the series. Like, this has been there for 8 years now. So this is not just like, we didn't just put it there because we're doing a video. Just FYI, by the way. So Dennis, what does love is patient mean to you? Because I know we practice, we try to practice patience a lot of times. But as you will soon find out, we are completely two different personalities. Like, I'm the calm, quieter one.
No, I'm the patient one.
And he's the all over the place.
I'm the patient one. So you can see.
So again, we disagree on the differences.
She's not so patient, but I am patient. But we try to practice patience as a means of, to make our communication much better. That's what we do.
Really?
That's the,
Well, let's dive into it. Tell me about your patience. Tell me, what does it mean to be patient?
So to be patient, I'll keep it very simple and straightforward. As this is being backed, as we said, by the Bible or biblical. Being patient means being in the aspect of listening. Okay, when your partner is talking to you, when a friend is speaking to you, when a family member is talking to you, it doesn't matter who. All right, but in this situation, we're going to use relationship-wise. Being patient is being listening and being active in whatever it is that I am hearing. Now, being patient means I'm not sitting there thinking how to respond.
Yes, just waiting for that comeback.
Right. You just want a moment, try to understand. Listen to understand versus listening to respond. So once you understand it, how do you understand something? You got to be patient. And regardless of what you're hearing, still calm down, relax, and listen to it. Ask leading questions that will help you understand what you're hearing. So when we talk love, it's patient. That aspect, once you begin with that, it helps you a lot. It helps you build into the conversation without offending your partner.
So for me, love is patient is, my dad told me this when I was younger, many years ago. There can only be one of you. So no matter how much time you spent with your partner, how much love, how much history, how much whatever you have, even with your parents, right? No matter how much time you spent with a person, they can never be you. They may understand certain things that you do, but they will never do things the exact same way. They won't think the exact same way as you. So exercising patience is recognizing that we are two different people with two different perspectives. And so I need to hear the other person's, what they're saying or what they're trying to bring across, and then also deliver what I'm saying, what I'm bringing across. Keep it in mind that obviously you're not going to be, going below the belt and things like that unnecessarily. But yeah, that's definitely what patience means to me, recognizing that it's two different mindsets coming together.
Yep. And also a lot of times, when the situation, it's not as easy always, no matter what the situation is. And we're not sitting here to tell you, oh, it's easy. Be patient, be this before you respond. No, sometimes the situation doesn't give you that moment. All right. Now, this is why we're sharing this, because what happens is when you hear somebody say things that might, one, not be true, might be offensive, right? You being patient means, okay, I'm going to absorb it in. All right. I'm going to take it in. I'm going to calm down. And my patience is telling me not to respond right away. All right. So then you take time, you ponder over what you heard. Now you're going to go sleep over it. You can either sleep over it or take time to basically get a full understanding of what's happening. Okay, did this person really say this? Let me try to clarify what was said. All right. Oh, so what did you mean when you said this?
Yes.
That type of stuff. Or you can also say, I'm hearing you say this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you really meant? Mm-hmm. And then the person can clarify it. Now, that helps you build up to where you're either now going to clarify because you confirm what you heard. Now you're not going to either attack,
jump to conclusions,
yeah, or conclude and then end up saying things that, trust me, and we all know this. Sometimes the things that come out of our mouth, we will not be able to pick it back up, and it will go deeper than our words. They say are weapons. It goes very far, and we may not be able to retract it. And the damage could be very, very severe. So we just want to be aware of that, be patient, and deal with it, understand the situation, no matter how hard it is or how difficult it is.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when you're having a conversation with somebody and it's not so positive, right? And the person is saying things and they just say that one word, like they said 50 words, but they said that one word and that word just went under your skin.
Red.
And then you're just like fuming, like if the smoke could come out of your ears, right? You're just fuming. And after they said that word, whatever they said after, you're no longer hearing. Because all I'm hearing is, oh my gosh, Dennis said this to me. Or Mabel said this to me, or whatever your person that you're talking to says this to me. And I'm stuck on that one trigger word. And the person may have now gone on to explain the word that they said, or they may have gone on to say something maybe even worse or whatever, but we're stuck on that one word that they said. So everything that they're saying is not even going through one ear. It's just going like this. And our brains are just telling us, you said this and I don't like. I'm waiting for you to either one, stop so I can just tell you about yourself, or two, I'm done. And a lot of times we just let that block remain a block, and we don't find ways to break it down into little nuggets where are healthy in regards to communicating. So I know this is something that personally I felt, and I'm sure I'm not alone. But it's something definitely that, like Dennis said, taking the pause break and understanding that, okay, I'm feeling this is my trigger. And then also recognizing the trigger for yourself is also so empowering for later, because when the times are good or everything is calm or whatever, you can, go to your partner and say, when you say this X, Y, or Z, it really affects me. Maybe you don't mean it that way, but it really affects me in like a really deep way. So I prefer if, as simple as it was to you, you don't say it to me. Just stuff like that. And then at least the person knows, because sometimes we don't know what our partner's triggers are because they don't know what their triggers are, or they haven't recognized it and expressed it. So also taking that time is not just a time for you to not be rude to your partner. It's a time for you to reflect, what is my trigger and why is this affecting me? What is the root cause of me feeling this way? Because sometimes it's not the word that the person is saying. It's just, it's lit something inside you. You're just ready to, go crazy on somebody who's supposed to be your loved one, right? We're supposed to be in this together, fighting against the world, not against each other. So
and then sometimes somebody will say, so how do I do this? While in the heat of the moment, I'm hearing something that's very offensive. Now I'm trying to activate my patience so that I wouldn't snap or I wouldn't react in a negative way. Right. The best way to go about that, and for me, I wouldn't say I always practice that. And that's just me lying, right? I wouldn't say that. But the best approach, right, is to say, I heard everything that you said. I heard everything that you said. I understand you perfectly well. However, I would like to think through this, and can we have this conversation in a bit or a bit later? I would like to take a pause on this, just so you don't have to react so quickly, because once you do react so quickly, you may be reacting based up over what you heard, if it was something negative, because you can't control what the other person is saying to you.
Right.
You can only control what you say.
Right.
But the only way you control what you say is to come back maybe in a better situation, in a better environment to deal with it. And the person will actually receive whatever it is that you say in a much better way, and the tone. You know what I mean? But we're not getting to that point. We're just dealing with that patience part of it.
Right.
You know,
That's
just
a whole
take that.
Another dimension.
You know, just practice it. It goes far. With your kids, with your family members, co-workers, you know, your spouses, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, what have you. Like, all relationships need patience to enable effective communication. So.
Yep. And also about patience, love being patient. You have to be patient with yourself. Oh my gosh, we have to be patient with ourselves. Sometimes we do things and we give ourselves such a hard time, and we don't allow ourselves to move on because we're not forgiving ourselves. We don't have patience because we have this fast food. Somebody, I don't know where I got this from, but I heard somewhere about a fast food mentality when it comes to relationships, where we want to be in love yesterday. We want to have, you know, our brains to be in sync yesterday. We want to do all these things like now. And ourselves, like, oh, I want to get married at this age. I want to have a car. I want to, you know, all this stuff that we say we have to have. And then when it doesn't happen, it's like we just beat ourselves up. It eats away at us. And when you are so broken or you don't have patience for yourself, it's really hard to exercise it for someone else. So I'm just word to the wise, for you and for me, we just got to have patience with ourselves. Dennis is very calm and cool-headed when it comes to
and
patient. Yeah. When it comes to stuff like that, something will happen and I'll freak out, and then it's like, yo, but why are you freaking out? And he'll just give me like a whole nother like cool-headed perspective, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's not so bad. But you know, not everybody may have that balance where somebody can, you know, ground them. So you may have to just ground yourself. In fact, you should ground yourself. But I think that's also another very vital part, having patience with and for yourself.
To wrap it up, I would say patience, as you all may already know, is virtue.
Yes.
All right? Consider that in everything that you do. Make it work. We'll be back again. That's all we have for you today.
Yes.
However, stay tuned. There's more videos coming up on the topic of love. So, yeah.
We'll see you next time. Thank you. Thanks for watching, guys.
Adios.
You Spanish now?
Yeah, adios. Is that right? Adios.
It is adios.
Ciao. Whatever. All that stuff. Yeah.
Say in tree. How do you say in tree?
I don't know.
Your own language you don't know, but you know adios.
I think it's bye.
You know? Huh?
Later.
In tree is bye.
Look, it's okay.
We gonna figure that out. Cause
you
that's
figure that out.
Huh?
You don't.
No, but it's actually, we need on record that you don't know how to say bye in your own language.
Bye is bye. Then my language, bye is bye.
I'm gonna practice some patience. You practice
bye
some patience.
Bye is bye. I mean, what else am I supposed to say? Bye is bye.